Okay, let's cast our own game here. French versus English. Callipygian, I think. Callipygian as the French, and I'm as the English. And we're playing on King of the Hill. This is not a map that I often play on at all. Now, this game just ended, and this is the first time I'm going to be reviewing the game and having a look at both sides. But what I have to say is that I play this really, really bad. And I think so does my opponent. We both play this pretty horrendously, but in the end, well, you'll see in the end what happens. Okay, so this is King of the Hill, and I don't know if this is a normal spawn, or if this is abnormal, but you can see how we as the English, this is a really horrible, terrible spawn, or maybe a terrible map for English in general, because you see, we just got one very small woodline here near the town center. You have not a very big woodline off to the corner over here. All the wood is just spread out on these east and west sides of the map. You can see on the mini-map over here. They're just it's nowhere near the town center. So this is just a really rough spawn to try to get anything going here, because guess what? As English, you need all of your feudal age units need food and wood. And wood is so huge. And well, he's got the same situation going on with the lack of wood sources nearby. But I mean, he's French, right? So he can just focus on his gold. He's got a near gold here. He's got a little bit further of a gold off to his, off out there. I have a front gold, which is not ideal. That's going to be prone to attack. So not loving the spawn so far. But we have spotted out the French gold here. We have spotted out the other French gold here on the east of his base. And of course, there's tons of resources in the middle. That's why it's called King of the Hill. Now let's take a look at his perspective. You can see that he's got double scouts. He's got double scouts collecting all of the sheep. He's doing a much better job of collecting the sheep than me, because he's got those double scouts out. And that's going to be good for the French. Perhaps we should have gone double scouts if we had known a little bit more about the issue with this map and how difficult it is to defend against these French knights coming in and picking off your villagers. It would have been nice to have more sheep directly under the town center, just to protect yourself from these French knight raids in Age 2. Alright, let's have a look now. What is our scout doing? Our scout's doing the best he can. Okay, we have 2 forward villagers coming out. Let's see, and we know that these villagers are coming down the middle, straight down the middle, and I am having them come out to this gold pit here. Try to deny this gold pit. Alright, so we're at 15 villagers and 2 military. That's his 2 scouts. 15? Yeah, 15 villagers. I'm at 15 and 1. Okay, 16 there. Yep. And now we've clicked up to get to the second age, get to feudal age here, with the council hall. I've tucked in this council hall in this particular direction because I want my longbows to come out right here. So right near the town center, so that they're not going to be attacked out in front. And you can see right here we're dropping down this outpost to try to deny this gold from our opponent. Let's see, can he see it? No, he cannot. It's just out of range. Yeah, it's just out of range of sight there. Yeah, our opponent's scouts are busy taking a look at my resources, seeing what's going on here. Look at all the sheep that they're bringing in. School of Military. It's Gonna get his French knights out. I wonder, when does this show up? Is this up yet? It's up, but it doesn't fire. It doesn't even fire even if I put my villagers in there. There's not enough range yet. I've got to quickly get arrow slits here for the +2 range so I can reach these villagers here. Maybe I should have started with this a little bit closer in so that now they would be in range. Maybe that's what I should have done. Okay, so we're having a look from his perspective. 19 units, 19 villagers, and he's got a lot of gold. He's preparing, he's readying a royal knight already. He's got, okay, so these royal knights, 140 food, 100 gold. It's the same price as an English knight, except these royal knights are way better. And you can see that he is rallying them all the way up here in front of my base. And he's posting up, this is so smart for him, he's posting up his scouts surrounding my base so he can see exactly where his targets are. And there we go, here's another one of his knights. Alright, let's take a look at the full perspective. I've got a knight as well. Sorry, I have a scout as well, trying to look for all of his gold. Okay, here comes the arrows. The arrows that's come in. We've denied him this gold right here. We have spotted out this gold, and we see that there doesn't seem to be any other nearby gold, other than the gold in the middle. Oh, and I do spot that. I do try to put villagers on to secure this gold right here, but guess what? This knight has other plans. So he does take out, I have 2 casualties here. Who's gonna win this fight? The spearman or the knight? Ah, 1 versus 1. A 1v1 spearman and royal knight. The knight's gonna take it. And if he gets that tech where he does have this HP regeneration, it's not a good fight to have on a long-term basis. Alright, so we can see, let's have a look at both sides now. Alright, so we can see that, okay, we've got 24 villagers and 3 military units, which is the French has got 22 and 4. 22 and 4. Are we under harassment? Yes, we are. The French knights are circling our base and causing us to idle our villagers in the town center. So this is really annoying. And he's switched to this. He's switched to a safe gold off to the side over here. We have idle villagers just just off to the side, doing nothing. Crazy. So now he knows that he's got to collect as much gold as possible. We have a house here. As much gold as possible. How many knights does he have on the board? I think he has 3 royal knights by this time. Yeah, if he still has 2 scouts, that means he's got 3 royal knights. And he does have 2. I thought I saw a second scout somewhere. Alright, now let's take a look at our side. We've got 10 units, 10 military units. Where are they? Where are our military? Oh, they're off to the north here, taking out that scout that wasn't really watching. We're trying to I see a long-term problem with this wood. This is not going to sustain us for very long. And so I'm trying to put like a secret wood line in the corner here. Perhaps it would have been better to put this wood line, to put this lumber camp kind of tucked in behind here. That might have been kind of sneaky, but it might have given me like a safe source of wood for a good portion of the game. If you could kind of tuck it in there, chop down this tree, leave your lumber camp in behind there. The chances aren't great that you're going to see much. Okay, we have a knight coming in to raid. Can we take out that knight? Yes, we do take out one very expensive royal knight. But you can see what it takes to do that. I mean, it was a mistake on his part to bring his knight in like that and allow it to get shot down. Oh, he picks us up and he finds the villager. He was able to see, I don't know, I guess he just rallied his troops there to see if he could find anything. And we lose yet another villager, this time to a wolf. 11 idols. So you can see that I'm very stressed right now in this game. There's multiple problems that need solving. And I'm having a tough time, a really tough time. You can tell. I mean, just take a look at the resources up here. Our French opponent is so much closer to aging up to age 3 than we are. Like, we are floundering in age 2, trying to defend from these night attacks that come in from the darkness. You see, we can't see these knights here that are they're putting in formation here, ready to go and pick off a villager, an unsuspecting villager. Here we go and try to kind of, you know, the futility of trying to kill this scout here and leaving behind the defenses. Now we can see the outlines of movement here of the French knights. They're trying to circle around to try to pick off a villager or two. We see that, and we do garrison. He's bringing out 4 knights. They've got healing now, but you can see all I do is just idle a whole bunch of villagers. I think that if this guy can do this long term, he gets to age 3, he gets to, you know, he brings out his mangonels against my, you know, my age 2 foot soldiers, and the game is totally over. I don't see, and I remember playing, you know, in this moment playing this game, I remember feeling, you know, like, okay, all right, let's just play for fun. You know, this game is probably lost. We have so many villagers that are idling. We are not even training villagers from the town center. We have unprotected resources. It's just a complete and utter mess. We're not collecting any gold. This is not how I'm used to playing as the English. Usually, you know, in age 2, I have the control. I have the ascendancy. All the gameplay is in my opponent's base. Not much in my own base. This is just a real mess. Really, it is. And it's just a mismatch of decisions trying to cope with the immediate pressure of the opponent coming in and taking us out from the sides, from the darkness. So, we can see our opponent's got 19 military. Where is all his military? We got 4 Royal Knights at full health now. 4 Royal Knights there. We got several Royal Knights. Oh, there's 1 Royal Knight here. We're bringing these guys forward. Hold on. We're going for a little raid, it seems. Yeah, we know that this gold is a problem. So I think I'm trying to shut this down. Okay, we have his age 3 landmark coming up next. Looking to click up to the next age. And there he is. He's in the 3rd age, and we're in the 2nd age. You can see what's going on with the point difference. We're trying to come through here. We do get through. How many spears is this? 15 spears. We're going for a little mini raid here. I don't know if it's going to accomplish too much. Alright, you can see how the 4 knights came across the north here. Maybe they went in for a raid. I'm not sure if they killed anything. But you can tell that we are in complete disarray. Our opponent is now in the 2nd age. We are nowhere near this. Look at all the food. I think I just went in and ordered a whole bunch of, I don't know. Okay, villagers. We're looking at producing villagers. Villager count. All right, so let's look at the unit count. 29 villagers to 23 military for me. 33 to 11 for our opponent. So maybe he's been idling his villager production as well. I think that's a mistake for him for sure. He should have a huge lead in villager count because French town centers produce villagers a lot faster than English town centers. Plus, I've been under complete harassment this entire time and have been struggling, kind of managing several fronts at the same time, dealing with these knights that are coming in for villager raids. And just basically trying to cope. Here we go. We can see that he's coming in for another attack. We're bringing these guys up again. Okay, you can see they're coming in for another attack. I don't know that I see this one. No, he comes right in there. Comes right in there, starts slicing at one of the villagers. I was able to bring the villager back into the garrison them into the outpost. But you see, this isn't going to do anything against my opponent because he's just going to get back to full health in a second. Whereas I am totally idling 10 villagers. I mean, now actually I idled my entire base, every single villager. So this is just a ridiculously tough situation that I'm in right now, and you can see the score. I mean, the score reflects the fact that my opponent's now in the 3rd age. I'm in the 2nd age. I've got nothing but second age units. I don't have any upgrades at all. I don't think I have any upgrades. No upgrades have come in at all yet. And okay, so 33 and 27. Opponent is at 34 and 16. We're still working on this here. We're denying this gold, which is great. But you see, I took out. I mean, look at how much gold that he's mined from here. All right, so he's healing up to full power now. These 4 knights are already at full power. I mean, I feel like he could just do this all game long and keep me in the 2nd age forever. You know, while he gets to the 4th age or something like that, comes in with bombards, and there's nothing I can do. I mean, if he's very careful, he'll never lose a French knight. If he's very, very careful about things, he'll never lose a French knight. Okay. You can see a lone villager here. I've got a little bit of a production here from his outpost, but he's going to come in for a little raid. A little raidy poo. How many villagers does he kill? I think he manages to kill just 1. Reinforcements have come in, but uh-oh. Look at all the spears. We have a big mass of spears that have come in. Let's take a look at everything now. Let's have a look at this fight. I would not be taking this fight. I would just be running back to my base. We've taken out 4 or 5 French Royal Knights there, something like that. And we are chasing down his Arbalatrier. Chasing him down to see what we can, see if we can stop him. Turn the tide, perhaps. This is still a predicament that I wouldn't want to be in. I don't want to be in. Alright, you can see here that he's got 2 Royal Knights coming out here. When does he get his siege in here? 1 or 2 mangonels is all you need to kill everything I've got to stop this attack. I have 44 military units. 44, and look at this. These guys run right into my spears. We're denying any further gathering of this gold. He's done a good job to put this outpost up. He could click up here and put Springles emplacements. That would have been great. Springles emplacements plus a fortify outpost. We've idled some villagers, but I do believe we've lost a whole bunch. Have we not lost? Yeah, I can see there's a few red uniforms here in the ground. We have some losses. And I do believe that we're making more, but we need to go and bring these guys to the front over here. Have we researched? We're researching upgrades, but we need to research siege engineering. That would be pretty important. But let's take a look at our opponent really quick over here and see what's going on. 11 military units. 12 now, a 12th military unit. He's bringing out his French Royal Knights, putting up houses. He doesn't have a lot of population, does he? 3312, whereas we've got 3144. They're coming in again. They're coming in again to deny this gold, and he knows that he's going to have to come up to the north here, to up into the hill, to get his gold if he wants any more gold. Still, I think that at this point we're still stuck in the second age. If he can hold and prevent me, and he does tap out. He does tap out. He does see that he has lost this gold, that I've got the military numbers. Oh, what a weird and crazy game, seriously. It was a crazy game. It was mismanaged from us both. He had the victory in his grasp, I'm sure of it. One or two mangonels would have done the trick for him. He was in the third age. We were nowhere close. We were just going all in the second age, and that's kind of what happened at the end there. Okay, the military. You can see how we're pretty neck and neck here with respect to the villager count, but the military count, we just started really going for it. So I think maybe if he had matched me for military, or if he had put more support troops, like more archers, to protect his knights, perhaps if he had avoided taking that bad fight on top of the hill there, where he lost 4 royal knights to my mass of spears, then this would have been a totally different story. What's the score count? He's still up in the score count over here. He's in the second age. I'm in the second age. He's in the third. I feel really lucky to have won that game. But we'll take it. A win is a win. A W is a W. Okay, guys. That is my game for today. Thanks very much for watching this YouTube video. I'll see you in the next one.